Hey, trigger warning, this first opinion deals with the topic of an eating disorder, so if you are sensitive to that, please skip it. Last night, Felix messaged on Bubble that he was fasting water for days. A large part of my disorder back in 2020 when I got hospitalized was related to water. I literally cried for Felix last night. For him mostly, but for myself as well. I found myself craving to fast for days. I thought to myself that if Felix could do it, there's no excuse for me not to be able to. While it's sad to hear that someone is distancing themselves from stray kids, I completely understand. As someone who has an eating disorder, witnessing one of my favorite idols basically promote unhealthy behaviors can be deeply triggering. It's so crucial for idols to be mindful of the messages they convey, recognizing the potential influence on their diverse audience. K-pop as it is ruining a lot of people's self-image. While idols may not be obligated to serve as therapists, a compassionate understanding of their audience's vulnerability is needed. Recognizing the influence they hold over impressionable fans or those dealing with serious triggers is a responsibility that comes with fame. I just don't understand why Felix felt the need to share this with people. He obviously wasn't thinking when he posted this. As a Felix stan, I'm really disappointed in him that he would post something so recklessly. Not to mention how popular it is in Korean culture to be so small in weight. So the fact that he posted this is really just so sad because he knows that he has Korean and international fans, and if it's already a problem in Korea, why is he promoting it? As I told you, I have an eating disorder. Personally, for me, I don't get extremely triggered over things like this. Doesn't mean that I'm not triggered. When I read this person's comment, I felt a little bit anxious because I completely understood how they felt. Someone without a disorder or someone who just doesn't really feel that attached to their idols probably doesn't understand or get how I feel. And you might just think, stop being so emotional. But for me, this goes deeper than just being disappointed in Felix. I thought I got over my phase of looking at idols and wishing I looked like them, but I haven't recovered from that, because I honestly don't remember the last time I ate a real meal. Let's just get to the next topic. This person says, I don't mean this in a disrespectful or derogatory way, but I genuinely don't understand how someone could only listen to K-pop when there's so much music out there. People who refuse to listen to anything other than K-pop are definitely missing out. While disdain for certain artists in the Western music industry is valid, confining yourself to a narrow musical perspective limits the discovery of truly amazing creators. Like if you haven't heard of Mitsuki, I feel so bad for you. I hate when people in K-pop only listen to Korean songs but have the audacity to talk about Western music that they don't even listen to. K-pop is enjoyable, sure, but sometimes I need something different. Maybe I want to listen to some downright nasty Cardi B or Nicki Minaj rap. Only listening to K-pop is the equivalent of that one meme where it says we have insert random thing at home. And in this case, K-pop fans would be like, oh, we have rap at home. But their rapper at home is Lisa. I think one big reason that people only listen to K-pop is because they feel like they don't want to be one of those, quote-unquote, weirdos who listen to Western music which is just about sex and shooting people. But if you actually listen to good Western music, that's not what it's about. Like, at all. My only problem with people who only listen to K-pop is really just people who say, oh, yada, yada, yada. These rappers are never actually doing what they're talking about. Like, do you want people running around shooting people in America? Like they act as if there aren't idols in K-pop that are talking about doing things and not actually doing them. Yeah, sure, Western music is mostly surrounded by talking about violent things and sex, but K-pop is really the same thing all the time. Over and over and over again. Only thing I have to say about this is stop hating on people who listen to music different than what you would listen to just because they don't listen to K-pop religiously like you do. This opinion states that the group's dynamic is one of the reasons why they got involved into K-pop in the first place. Most music industries are so low-driven they don't understand how they are supposed to care for the total career when they've gotten so interested in the group itself. This is something that I really connect to because when I choose to stan a K-pop group, I love to see the making of music videos and things like that, because we get to see them as they are comfortable, and how they are around each other without the pressure of being on stage. Which is why I love groups like ATEEZ and Stray Kids. They have such a fun friendship. It just makes me so happy to see how much they care for each other, and how they don't feel the need to be professional because they are so used to being around each other. I just really love when I can stan a group and love both the idols and their music. This is what really makes me stay. No pun intended.